In today's FX markets, let's take a look at the Euro futures today as they're having a nice move higher. We're seeing the Euro futures up. And with today's price action, we're actually seeing the Euro futures now trading at 3-week highs. So 1.196 currently on the futures market. And when you look at some of the factors, I think, why we're seeing renewed strength, not only in the Euro futures, but really in most of the major currency futures markets today, with the Euro futures being one of the best performers, I think it has to do with some of the data points, and particularly the data points coming out of the U.S. this morning. CPI data came out this morning, and even though the numbers were slightly higher than what the expectations were, those expectations were pretty much built in for the last several weeks. And when we did get that extremely hot PPI number last week, I think a lot of market participants thought that that might carry over to a much stronger CPI number than what the numbers actually had to say when they were revealed this morning. And so it was curious because we did see a little hesitation. We did see the dollar really pretty much flat prior to that announcement. But then after the market digested that, we saw the Treasury markets rally. We saw yields come down. And we did see the dollar come under some selling pressure. And therefore, we did see, as I mentioned, most of these major currency futures markets rallying and the euro participating in that rally. And so when you look at today's price action as a whole, we're seeing the dollar index below 92 now, so we're seeing some downward pressure on that. And again, as you look at that, it correlates similar to what the euro futures are currently priced. When I say they're trading at 3 week highs, we're seeing the dollar index basically trading at 3-week lows now, back below 92. And looking at the other major currency markets, or futures markets, we are seeing again strength across the board for the most part. The British pound basically unchanged, up slightly on the day. But when you look at the Canadian dollar, the Swiss franc, the Aussie dollar, we're seeing again the Japanese yen. All those futures markets are showing some decent strength today relative to the US dollar.